This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Pull off the plastic caps, then slacken each of the wheel nuts half a turn. Place chocks each side of the front wheel diagonally opposite to the wheel being removed. Position the jack head under the rear axle, then raise the vehicle until the wheel is clear of the ground. Support the vehicle with an axle stand under the reinforced chassis member. Fully unscrew the nuts and remove the wheel. Counterhold the upper guide pin with an open-ended spanner, then unscrew the guide pin bolt. Remove the lower guide pin bolt in the same manner. Note that new bolts will be required. Disconnect the pad wear sensor wiring plug and unclip the harness. Slide the caliper from place and suspend it from the leaf spring using a length of wire to prevent straining the rubber hose. Slide the pads from the mounting bracket. Prise the anti-rattle springs from the mounting bracket. Measure the thickness of the pad friction material. If any pad is worn down to 1.5 mm or less, all 4 rear brake pads must be renewed. Clean the caliper and mounting bracket with a brush and brake cleaner. Check that the guide pins slide easily in the bracket without excessive play. If new pads are being fitted, the piston must be pushed fully back into the caliper body. Clamp the rubber brake hose to prevent dirt being forced back up into the hydraulic system. Remove the dust cap, fit a spanner to the bleed screw, and attach a plastic tube to the screw. The other end of the tube should be into a suitable container or bleeding kit. Open the bleed screw 45 degrees and push the piston fully back into the caliper, rotating it at the same time. On all except 460 series vehicles, retract the piston on the left-hand side caliper by turning it anti-clockwise. Retract the piston on the right-hand side caliper by turning it clockwise. On 460 series vehicles, both the left-hand and right-hand side pistons are retracted by turning them clockwise. The pistons can be rotated using sturdy circlip pliers, however special tools are readily available to achieve this with less effort. As the pistons come to a stop, close the bleed screw. Once the piston is fully retracted, unscrew it slightly until the cutouts are in the horizontal position. Remove the retraction tool. Disconnect the tube. Remove the spanner and refit the dust cap to the bleed screw. Don't forget to remove the hose clamp. Refit the anti-rattle shims to the mounting bracket. Smear a little high-temperature grease to the contact points on the outer brake pad backing plate, then slide it into position in the bracket. Peel away the sheet from the backing plate where applicable. Smear a little grease onto the contact points on the inner pad backing plate. Take care not to get any grease on the friction material. Note that the inner pad may have a wear sensor. Slide the inner pad into place in the bracket. Position the caliper over the pads, then insert the new guide pin bolts and tighten them to the specified torque. Reconnect the wear sensor wiring plug and clip the harness back into place. Repeatedly depress the brake pedal to bring pads into full contact with the disc. Repeat this whole procedure on the remaining rear brake. Check and, if necessary, top up the brake fluid. Locate the wheel over the studs. Then refit and lightly tighten the retaining nuts. Remove the axle stand and lower the vehicle to the ground. Tighten the wheel nuts to the specified torque. Refit the plastic caps.